Hi everyone, this is Carrie, and this is my first real YouTube video showcasing something that I've done recently and I'm still working on, but I kind of just wanted to show it off. This is a sketchbook. Basically it's just a regular, it was a regular plain black covered book, and it's actually from a long time ago when I used to do a lot of sketching, being kind of a lonely teenager. Basically I took this book and I wanted to kind of do something different with it, so what I've started to do is I basically gessoed the cover with a mixture of black gesso and hard molding paste, and I slathered it on the front here. I had a lot of fun doing that with a putty knife, and since I'm a very impatient person, I also heat gunned it so that it would dry faster, and that created a little bit of bubbles and things like that. I like texture a lot. I like working with texture, and the messier things looked, the better they look to me. So I just kind of heat gunned it till it became kind of like bubbly and strange, and I really liked that look. And I just kind of played around with it. If I didn't like the texture, I kind of just gessoed and hard mold pasted it again, and did it over. And after I was satisfied with that, I took metallic purple paint, which I really like, and I used my fingers to sort of finger paint it. So I finger painted the whole cover, and then I heat gunned it again because I'm a very impatient person, and I kind of just stippled some copper metallic paint over that in various places, just kind of giving it a contemporary but sort of old world kind of look to it as well, just kind of dingy and almost kind of dirty look, which I like. And I did that to the back as well, but I didn't go as crazy. It's actually smoother on the back, kind of on purpose, because I knew there'd be a lot of stress on the back cover with all the page turning and things like that. And as for the spine, I might actually do this again. There's a lot of, like you can see, a lot of the original cover, the black showing through. And I don't know, I kind of like that a little bit, but then it doesn't really, it's not really fluid with the rest of how the book is done, so I might gesso that over again and paint it again. And I didn't do too much with the inside yet. I did gesso it, kind of messily. As you can see, there's some white there. And this is my original, going back like, oh god, almost 20 years. Just kind of you know, my little blurb, Carrie's sketchbook. Quite original, as you can see. And I was going to gesso it to the point that that kind of disappeared. But I'm a very nostalgic person, so I was like, no, wait, don't go. So I only did it lightly, and that's probably how I'll keep it. And I just gessoed it mainly to make it cleaner looking, because the inside was kind of dirty, and tried to clean it a little and it wasn't really working. And then I tore this page, because I like tearing paper, and I'll probably do that throughout the book. Kind of like I had to fight the urge to be like, let's tear every single page. So I tore the side with, I don't know if you've ever seen them, but they actually sell rulers that have torn edges, and it creates a neat little kind of decorative edge. And again, I like old, dirty looking things, so I used a kind of like a makeup applicator and some brown pigment ink, and I just kind of ran that over the sides to almost make it look singed. I had to fight the urge. The pyromaniac in me wanted to do it, actually singe it, but I was afraid I'd burn my house down, so I just did it this way. I also wanted to show you some ideas that I have for the front cover and the inside of the back cover, and maybe you can take a vote on it and let me know if they're good or not, my ideas. I made this fabric tag a while back, and it was obviously meant to be a tag and not a decoration for a front cover of a book, but I thought I liked the colors, and I thought it kind of matched with the front here. And it has some copper material hanging from it, and purple fabric in it, so I thought that kind of went with the cover. So I kind of like how that looked, and you can let me know if you feel the same way. So I was thinking of that for the front cover. And an idea that I had for the back is I used to work in a library, and I'm kind of sentimental about, you know, my old jobs and things like that. So what I wanted to do was add a library pocket. So they're in this package, but it's a pocket, and it fits actual library, what do you call them? Library tags or whatever. They have a due date and the borrower's name, things like that. They're authentic. They were actually from the library. So I thought about dating the top with one of those stamps that they used to use at the library, and you know, just to kind of show the book's origin. And anybody who I pass the book to, maybe I'd pass them to different artists to do a page in here. I was thinking of doing that. So I would put their name and the date that they added their page, just to kind of, you know, make it like an old library book. So I thought that was kind of like a neat idea that I had. So you can let me know if that sounds good too. I wanted to show you one of the materials that I'm working with. Well, actually it's several materials, but I'm absolutely in love with this kit. It's called the Making Memories Distressing Kit. And it's actually designed for doing things like this, you know, creating pages and covers and altered books and things like that. There's some steel wool, a sanding block, which I've already used a ton of, and there's some pigment inks. And I was talking to you about a makeup applicator. This is what I use to do the edge of that antiqued sort of page. And there's tools for creating different textures. I really like this thing. I haven't used it yet, but it's really neat. It has different edges. This one's kind of like a wiper edge. Don't know what to do with that yet. But all the sides create different textures, which I think is really cool. I don't know what this is, but it looks like another fun tool. There's some powders here, embossing powders. There's a brush, which I already have a ton of these. There's some files to do some filing down of different things, and there's a nice kind of like hard bristled brush that I guess you could, you know, do some things on. And there's a metal tool in here that has a neat little rotary edge to it, and that could create a neat little pattern somewhere. And then there's a bone folder to do paper folding and things like that. So I really like this kit, and I'm sure I'm going to use it a ton. I already haven't like put on the cover at all because I'm so interested in using these different things. So I just wanted to show that to you as one of the neat things that you can get to kind of help you with this sort of thing if you wanted to do like an antiquing of a book, or a you know, just alter a book in some way. It's a really neat kit to like help you get started and give you a ton of ideas. So this is one of the many tools I'm using. So that's basically what I have right now, and what I did to kind of clean up the book. In case you've never worked with altered books before, I sanded the side. So the top, the bottom, and the side, just kind of sanded them to clean them off. And every page is going to be gessoed so that new artwork can be put on there, and you know, different things like that. I want to do a mixture of collages and original artwork. Probably do a lot of writing on some pages rather than drawing. I have a lot of poetry ideas in my head and a lot of story ideas in my head, so I'll probably just, you know, doodle and write and draw in this thing. But that's what I have so far right now, and I plan on, you know, making more of these videos to kind of show you how far along I've gotten, and it's been fun kind of doing this book and kind of getting back to painting. I used to paint a lot when I was in high school and some college, and then just kind of got too busy for it. So I've just been kind of watching a lot of videos, my favorite artists, and You know, I've been making some handmade paper to kind of collage in here. So I think it's going to be exciting to show you kind of my journey and where this book is going to go. I hope you like it so far. I hope you don't think it sucks. But even if you do, that's okay, because we're all individuals, and you know, just because I created this doesn't mean everybody's going to like it. But I just think it'd be cool and educational to kind of show you guys how far I get with it and what different kind of things I do with it. And, you know, any suggestions you have, drop them my way. Thank you. Bye-bye.